What's poppin', people? It's your boy Righteous Lion, aka slap your favourite host in the face with a slice of toast. And this man, immediately to the right, chiming in there is...
It's actually, is it that right? It's your left. But anyways, myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note.
And this is another episode of Mic Check Meets.
Hashtag Mic Check Meets.
Hashtag Mic Check Meets. This time, we're live from Black Dog Recording Studio. And this gentleman right here, you should know his face because his boat has been a boat. It is Feemo.
I will bury an MC straight, that's funeral standard. Them man ain't on pits, no need for the Pampers. Seen your girl in the park, that girl had Zampers. My team's fully on job, no need for the slackers. I was spinning the MC, bruv, try and tell me something.
Yes, yeah, we give you some claps, innit? We give you some claps. We're even clapping in the back, people, but yes.
Big up, my guy. Thanks.
Yo, bless for coming up, man.
Yeah,
appreciate it, man.
Come
on,
man. Yeah, because this ain't the first time you've been with us.
No, man. Mic Check's been family.
Yo, and this time you brought gifts, you brought champers in it. So thank you for that. So to any guests coming on at a later date, now you know, innit? The bar's been set by Feemo, innit? We accept all gifts, you hear me? Any liquor beverages, we good.
Come on. No, I was just showing my gratitude because Mic Check's been so poor, man, from early, so.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah, man, come on, man. Anytime, love.
Real.
Come on.
But since last time you spoke to us, you've taken a bit of a break at one point, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's behind that?
Well, I guess the EP. Man Can't Complain, the EP's out right now.
Man Can't, that's a fire name, by the way.
Yeah. Come on,
that's a fire name, yo.
MCC, the EP on all digital platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, everywhere. Yeah, it's on my Instagram page. But yeah, no, brother, I was just working on my EP and life circumstances as well. Just trying to deal and handle with that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Just that really, and looking after my family. Obviously, I've got a son. He's one now, so looking after him as well. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Congratulations!
Yeah.
Shout out to Feemo Junior, man.
Come on, bro.
Shout out to baby
Catch him,
Feemo.
get serious. Catch him on Man Can't Complain Volume 9.
Come on, fam. That'd be a mad thing still.
Yo, facts. You gotta put them things out in the universe.
100.
It can happen.
Come on, man. Shout out my son Micah, man, for real.
Yeah.
Love you, my brother. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you about Petrol Woman. You got Petrol Woman on there, don't you?
Yeah,
Petrol 2.
Well, the EP, number 2, fam. Yeah.
Now, from what I hear, at one point, wasn't this supposed to be like a bag of man on that, like a big dumble suitcase full of man on that track?
Oh, you mean like the remix?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was initially. So I put out the first one, obviously with H, and then I put out the remix. The people who got back to me for doing the remix are the people that you see on there.
Yeah.
But number 2, I don't know, initially I wanted to get H on it again because I thought it would be good as like a sequel or something. But then I just thought of another idea, trying to get another Bagger Man on there, but then I thought that's just another remix. That's not really the unique style of Petrol Woman. Okay. So I thought, let me just spin it and do my own thing.
Okay.
And I just wrote it, man. Came with that vibe, and then that was number 2 really.
Right.
EP, you get me? Yeah, man. Yeah.
So what is the plan with the EP? Like, what is your, obviously when you set out the project, what's your goal with it?
I guess just making people understand that I can put a project together.
Which is very important.
Yeah.
It is very important.
Yeah.
That's a very good answer. I think that's important.
Because I think a lot of the judgment that I receive from people is, he just does freestyles and he makes catchy tunes with a small hook,
But here's the thing, though, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Because there's artists who can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's artists who are very good at putting tracks together but can't do freestyles, innit?
Yeah, word, and vice versa.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
hear
saying.
What you're saying, but I think like the project for me was just it's something I've always shied away from as well because I genuinely never
so
rated myself.
Fresh challenges involved.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely.
So you wanted to show people that you could rise to those
challenges. Because a lot of people, like, over the course of my path in music and like making music or whatnot, a lot of people are like, Feemo, when are you gonna put out a project, man? But I always shied away from it because I never felt like I was ready.
Yeah,
and
that's
I don't
fair
think
enough.
I rated myself because I genuinely don't think, not that I don't think I'm good at music because I see the potential in myself now.
You just think you're better at freestyles and things of that
yes,
nature,
and just
rather
making
than
tracks,
projects.
but projects. Yeah, so I thought, let me take that approach, and I took on the challenge, like you said, Righteous, and put the EP out, man.
Yeah, because like I said, in this today's era, and like when it comes to music and things of that nature, like people have short attention spans. People ain't really listening to people for full projects, so it's good that, like you said, freestyles and stuff, people know you from that. Like, Most people don't. Like,
Yeah.
people criticize, and then you got people putting out albums that are all 7, 8 tracks, and to me, that's an EP.
Yeah,
I don't call an album 7, 8 tracks in it.
I hate
But that's just me.
I hate you still.
Yeah, go on, Righteous.
I think, as far as I'm aware, it does. It might have changed now, but I'm pretty sure it has to be at least 9 tracks to be considered an album.
Is there 9? You can have 9 tracks.
I think so. I'm going from back in the day standard though, because sometimes back in the day albums used to have.
You mean what memes were about and stuff of that nature?
Yeah. Shout out to all the meme makers out there.
Yo, salute to Fiasco. Make sure you go check out that Man Can't Meets, innit?
Yeah.
Sorry, innit? I'm like.
The memes, my brother. But no, you see like albums, mixtapes, and EPs. Yeah, this is just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all. I feel like the perspective of the project itself is in the beholder of the artist. So if they feel like 9 tracks is an album to them, and it's quality music, then it may well be an album just in that format.
Yeah.
Or if it's an EP with 13 tracks, that may be an EP to them.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
understand the
saying? Or a
EP
mixtape.
side. Like, to me,
Yeah,
because
bro.
obviously being a 90s baby and everything, albums I class as, it's got to be at least 14 tracks.
I guess it's your era
As an
as well,
album,
but
innit?
yeah,
I
yeah.
suppose
Michael
it's new.
Jackson's Thriller had
Ridiculous.
9 tracks in it.
Yeah, that's Mike Jack in it.
Old-
We make
old
exceptions
school.
for him.
I'm
innit?
going
We
old
make
school.
exceptions
I'm
in
going
it.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
bro.
so we
Yeah.
make-
That's
yo,
what I'm saying. They might have changed, but
Yeah, that's true. We make exceptions. Yo, if you're as talented as Michael Jackson, you can call it whatever you
Yeah,
want. innit?
exactly. I
Like,
think-
there's exceptions to every rule.
Yeah, it's in the beholder of the artist, I reckon, and the perception. Like, they can put it out, they can label it whatever they feel it is, based on the quality of the music that they're producing, not just necessarily them putting a couple of tracks together for the sake of calling it an EP, an album, or a mixtape. It might just be based on the quality of the music they're produced in. So Michael Jackson may have produced 9 quality tracks at an album standard and called it an album. Went against the form of it being usually a 12-track album, 13 track. Is that what an album is usually?
Yeah, it's
An
30
album,
track
yeah,
plus.
from what I
16
yeah.
or something
From what
like
I
that.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
man.
I
So-
class it's like 14 plus.
Mm-hmm.
So you said there, so you just said then about album standard and EP standard. If you were to do an album, you reckon it would have to be a higher standard than your
100%.
Okay, so you see it as above.
Bruv, not even music, just life in general. If you set a standard for one thing, you always have to go above and beyond. So if I was to make an album or a mixtape or any sort of project, even a freestyle or a single, then yeah, it would be definitely above the standards of what I previously produced. Yeah. So yeah, no, 100%, bro, 100%.
And would you ever do like a concept album?
Concept album,
Yeah.
you have to define
It's
that.
like an album that deals with specific themes and specific ideas.
Oh, okay.
For example.
Concept album.
That's a tough thing to do, you know. 'Cause I can't, when I think of the top of my head, I can't think of like major established artists who have done concept albums. Like off the top of my dome.
Yeah.
Like there is a theme, but like a concept that's a tough thing to do.
Yeah.
That would be a new challenge. I think I
It's a
would
tough thing to do.
I would probably take that into consideration at a later stage in my musical career. But I've not really thought of that, but it's good that I'm learning and understanding. I'm still learning music, bro. Like, as established as people may think I am, I'm still learning every day. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
Yeah,
That's the point of it, though, isn't it? That's the journey.
Yeah, bro,
You want to keep
100%.
on learning because you never totally reach the end of
Nah, man.
learning, really, do you? It's
No,
always,
never.
it's always a learning curve. Anything could just knock you off your sails and
Word.
force you to reassess what you previously held dear.
Word,
You know?
fam, word.
For real. You mentioned H briefly before. What's your relationship with H these days, man? Because last time we did this, it was both of y'all together, which was cool. Shout out to H, by the way.
Don't know, man,
Big up
bro.
H.
Big
Make
up
sure-
H, man.
Make sure you check out the My Check Meets with H
Yeah,
as well.
man.
innit? Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Sorry, I just got a plug. But
It's calm.
You got
It's
to plug in
calm.
the middle of it. You feel me? Gotta plug the things.
But no, nothing's changed in terms of my relationship with H. Still got love for my brother, and I believe it's the same vice versa. The only difference is he's, I guess,
He's white hot right now.
yeah, he's doing his thing.
Yeah,
he's
he's
working
hot right
hard,
now. Yeah.
and his bell has rang for his calling to then prevail and take his music to the next level. That's the only thing that's changed. But apart from that, it's still the same love. I still chat to him. You know what I mean? Like, people think I just know H on a musical level, but like, I know of his family. I've met his family as well, and he's met my family. He's been with my son and everything. So yeah, it's still the same love, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the only difference is obviously he's got his own lane. We both had our lanes from early. It was just trying to prevail in them, and he's done his. I just believe it's God's timing from my side, and Yeah, man, what's your version, man?
Because one of his first ever performances was at our Mic Check events, actually, with you.
Same with mine, fam. Yeah, fam.
You know what I mean?
Yo, shout out Lee. Lee brought back the memories, fam. I fully forgot.
The old
I fully
L
forgot.
Dubs, shout.
Trust me.
Shout out L Dubs, L Diddy, you get me? That's what I'm calling him. You get me?
Oh, wait, he's
L
You're gonna be
man
on
like
the
L
video.
Dubs, you know.
L Diddy, man. You get me?
Alright, brother. I forgot you were called that. Obviously, he's in the back of this.
Yeah, people don't know, but yeah. L Diddy, man, innit? He gonna be dancing in all the
That's
videos.
L Diddy, you know.
You get me? That's what I'm saying.
El Diablo, that's what we
Come You said Lee was so. I came to the first one.
Yeah.
Just to watch it, innit?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the second one I came to perform at, right?
Ah, right.
Yeah. So the second one I came to perform at. Yeah, man. No, Mic Check has been supporting, man, and showing love from early, and I can't show gratitude more than enough.
Yeah. You can
Bro.
find footage of that on our YouTube page.
Yeah, that's another plug.
Mic Check
You get me?
UK.
Just bare promotion.
Feemo.
Come on, man. No,
So
serious, bro.
So having done the EP that you've got now, do you reckon when you go back to do your second EP or second project, you'd find it easier?
No, because nothing's
tough.
easy, bro. Because you've always got to better yourself, innit?
Okay.
And you, I'm the type of person that will criticize. Like I've been criticizing my EP. It's received a lot of positive feedback, and I'm grateful for it. And obviously, it's received, I don't want to say negative, but constructive criticism as well. So there's always things to work on, and you can never be 100%. I don't believe that. So for me to make a new project, I feel like it's going to be a challenge on myself because I'm very I'm very
super critical about
yeah,
yourself.
about my work and everything. I want it to be something that's of good quality and something that people can enjoy. And sometimes I take other people's opinions into account. So if someone hears my tune and says it's shit, I'll be like, what have I got to do? And I'll be spending hours on end trying to fix the lyrics or try and do something. Especially my manager or my older brother or my mentor. Shout out lyrical team, man. But
yeah, because obviously, like you said, you've got your supporters there, and you do have a fan base in it. So how's it changed, like getting bigger in the music scene? 'Cause I'm sure you've been in places and you've been recognized.
Yeah, man.
I bet that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a bit.
That's a bit crazy. People are like, oh, it's Feemo, and you're like, ah.
Yeah.
You be like,
I feel like it's different because people know me on a government basis, so like my first name, Femi, obviously.
Yeah.
So when I see people and I go to places, like Femi, what's good? I'm like, alright, cool, what's going on? Yeah. But now it's like Feemo. In the back of my mind, I'm like, raw, you know my music, you know my tunes. Like, it's humbling as well because it's good to know that people, fuck with man, innit, and like enjoy what I'm doing and appreciate my work. So yeah, I think it's taken another level. It's taken a step on another level where people are asking, what's next?
Right. So now there's expectations.
So now there's expectations of me.
Yeah, that's what it is when you
So yeah, just a little bit, not too much, because I'm not big, but I'm
Eyes on your bums on the edge of seats.
Yeah, man, to an extent, bro. But
nails and teeth. It's just this.
Yeah, trust. Yeah, trust me. But man can only do what I can. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like a superstar or.
Nah, but you're getting there, like you said, because you built from where you was up until now, and like you said, the point where you're getting recognized. That means you're doing something right. You have a fan base. You put out a project. Certain people are Feemo fans, and they're gonna be like, alright, let me check out what Feemo's doing.
Yeah, what's
See
going on
Feemo
next,
come
man.
out to your shows and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
word.
So what the group is saying in the DMs?
By the way, we have to ask every artist this.
There's no groupies, man. There's no DMs. Like, no, serious.
DMs, nah.
The reason why I smiled and kept quiet is because I was actually trying to think of any DMs that have come through.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you
Nothing.
smiled.
Nothing.
Is the reason why you didn't look us in the eye when you said it?
Trying to put me on the spot. Nah, man. No reason. No, serious. Like, no, people. Like, I'm like being serious. Like, there's no DMs. There's no.
Alright, so tell the
groupies,
females you want to hit up
okay.
Feemo, yo, you got free
Nah,
word. Yeah,
sorry, man, stop.
I'll tell you what. Got the camera.
Funny. So, no DMs,
have to ask
no
him.
messages. No,
Because
obviously it
that's
comes
what
with the
comes with
game,
it.
innit? Yeah.
That's what happens.
Nothing like that, man. Nothing like that. I mean, you do get. I'll be honest. You get younger females who DM me like, "Oh, I like your music. It's good.
Okay.
I fuck with it. It's my jam. I play it in my room. All my friends sing along." And I'm like, you know what? I really appreciate that. Thank you.
That's good.
Continue to support. You get me. But most of my DMs are like from DJs, artists, or people who want to like book me for shows and whatnot.
So you're getting that network going.
So network is going. Yeah, I feel, bruv, from the day I started music, I've always understood that networking is important.
Yeah,
whether or not you like the person or not, drop barriers. It's business. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see me at every single event. People are like, "Bro, how do you have time to do this?"
Yeah, true. I've seen you at a few events before we've actually met.
Bro, yeah, man, because I met you at an event.
Yeah,
we did, 100%.
can't remember what event it was. Was it one of them?
It was a Mic Check. I know it was a Mic.
Was it
no
Pastor Ox or
disrespect to
something?
Mic Check. It might have been.
Yeah.
Did you come to Welcome to MCR? You know, like
I might have been there, you know.
Might have been
That'd be
there,
at
bro.
events networking.
who
as well, you
knows?
get me?
Who knows? Man's
More
been
man, David
everywhere.
Ray was that?
Yes, David Ray
Yeah,
shows
yeah,
performing. You had Krepta there,
Yeah,
my cousin Remedy,
yeah,
a lot of artists, man. But it's just a platform that Peso Equip put together. Shout out Peso
One where
Equip.
Charmsy was just skanking,
Skanking,
on his
hosting,
J's for
doing his thing.
Shout out to Charmsy,
My
man.
brother. But no, honestly, networking is important, and I give that advice to all artists. Like, it's just building relationships and bridges with so many people, because you never know, at one stage you could discuss something and that can make your career like prevail, or you come up with a good idea and it's a benefit to both of you. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good to just keep a positive and a good relationship with everyone, not even just in Manchester but as a whole.
Yeah, facts. You
know
never
what
know
I'm saying?
who knows what in it. You do never know, and that's very wise of you to say.
Exactly,
to
because it's learning every day. It's learning every day, man. So networking is important. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Because
man.
that's one thing I like about your approach as well, the way you approach other people. Like you from what I know of you, you're very open and giving like with new artists and stuff like that. I mean, how necessary do you think it is to be open with these new artists?
You know, it's funny
like you were with H when he started.
Yeah.
And I understand you're working with new artists at the minute as well.
Yeah.
Or very recently. At least.
Yeah. No, that's a good point to touch on. It's funny that you say that, because I always use the story as an example. When I started music.
Yeah, that champagne hits you, man.
Yeah.
Champagne hits you with
Slidey.
It does,
I'm just gonna put that there, fam. I can't lie.
Yo, I'll have another one.
Pour up, man.
Oh, you created a beast, man.
But yeah, but no, Righteous, it's funny that you say that, because you know what, I always use this example. When I started doing music, and like I decided to actually do like my first freestyle, which was on One Way TV.
Yeah.
I had a set of bars to write and to spit on a platform, and I remember asking this particular artist, I've never said their name and I'm still not gonna say it, how is it that I can go about putting like my music out there, or just doing a freestyle?
Yeah.
And he didn't want to share the light, man. Like, he fully didn't want to share the light, and
Wow.
And I didn't notice he wanted to share the light until I spoke to Shaz. So shout out Shaz, One Way TV. He said it was something like the director has to rate you, the channel has to rate you, they have to come to you, then you got to pay this fee, then you have to go through like an investigate. Not to that T, but I'm thinking, rah, like, is it that deep just to put a freestyle out there? And then I thought, I'm just gonna DM the guy myself. But I had the expectations that he weren't gonna read it.
Oh,
but Shaz like responded quickly, yeah, bro, it's £40.
Yeah, it's calm.
I'll come link you, shoot the freestyle, put it on this. It's that simple. And I knew Shaz. I just didn't know him on his platform. But when I saw him, I was like, bro, Shaz. And he was like, yes, Feemo, like, what's good? Like, fed me, basically. And then when I did the freestyle, I went home and I was going to call the guy, like, brother, you told me it was some complicated process. But then I thought, you know what? It comes with the game, innit?
Yeah, it's a part of it.
And it made me realise you've just got to go out and do it yourself and work for yourself, you know what I'm saying? But working with artists and just giving them tips and advice, it don't cost anything, man. So, yeah, man, I don't mind helping people or shedding a bit of light. Obviously, you just need to do your part and just show that you've got an element of hard work.
That's right.
And that advice that you give to that person,
No,
it's
hard
entirely up
working.
to them how they do it.
That's hard work and consistency. I agree 100%.
Because I mean, it's like I've said in other interviews that we've done at Mic Check Meets. There's enough space out there for all the artists. It's not like back in the day where it's like a crab was in a barrel situation,
it was.
where everyone was climbing over to get someone because of social media. Everyone's got a voice, whether they deserve a voice or not. We've all got one now. With just a few clicks of a button, we've got on the account, we've got a voice. So everyone can use that space now. So why not? Especially in the Manchester collective as well. Why not help each other to use that voice as efficiently as they can?
Exactly. And one thing I don't really understand, because we have got the internet, like you said, and we've got like access to so many resources online. For someone to come and ask you advice on something, or just to give them a little bit of help, why is it then you decide to hide that from someone when the internet's there anyway?
Like you say that.
You know what I'm saying,
it's not
bro?
right, but like you said, you said it before. It's that crabs in the barrel mentality.
Yeah, man.
It's like, right, I'm not gonna give you advice because then Feemo might pass me.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the insecurity, because it's like there's no. I could tell everyone everything I know. It's like, are you gonna go out there and do it like me?
Word.
That's what you have to do.
You want to go out there and be the best, but you don't want the competition.
No,
it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't, man. Because competition can be healthy.
Silly people, man.
It's very healthy.
Silly
competition is healthy.
Flaming people.
Yeah, it's healthy because it only motivates you if you take it the right way and allows you to work even harder. I'm gonna say this live on air. This is mad, yeah.
Don't say. Look in the camera while you say.
I'm gonna say this. No, I'm just gonna say it in general. This is mad, yeah.
Alright.
You know what? Someone asked me the other day. They said, "Brother,
good."
I was just having a conversation with someone, yeah, and they were like, "Yo, I see your guy H doing his thing. And I was like, yeah, man, he's busting the scene. You get me? He got the recognition he deserves. He's been working hard. He's good.
Yeah.
And then he said, you know, that should have been you. And I was like, that should have been me? What do you mean by that? He's like, bruv, you're the only person in the scene that brought him out from the beginning, like when he was doing freestyles on Facebook and, you know, when we did Petrol Bobbin, you're the only person that allowed him to be, like, accepted in the scene as a young white kid from North Manchester just spitting grime. Because at the time when he started, the image or the perspective from black people doing grime, I don't want to make it sound like it's racist, but they just saw it.
There is a racial element.
Yeah, it is, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to make it sound like it's racist. But they were just like, who's this?
As soon as you white, the level of expectation is like,
it's like,
he can't really
spit.
But it's like, yo, you can spit.
Anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it. If you can spit, you spit.
And his accent as well, everyone was just like, nah, man.
He has a raw
North Manchester accent.
It's a Manchester dude.
It's a raw North
Manchester. Yeah,
word. Gonna sound.
Yeah, but I'm telling people from the get-go, this guy has got talent. I saw the potential in him from early. I just wanted to do anything I could to make people understand that this guy is sick, and this is the reason why I put him on the tune. People are like, yo, that should have been you. Why did you bring him up? Why did you do this? I'm like, fam, there's no harm in me doing it. No harm.
And the thing is, if H remembers that, now H is gone. He's got an H. We've had H on. H is cool. Use man to say he's still cool. H is gonna bring you through. You get me? He can then possibly provide you. You get me? Opportunities. That's how it works.
Yeah, I don't expect him.
You don't expect it to, but I'm sure he will.
If he does, then that would be great.
I'm sure if you hollered him for a tune, he's not going to be like, nah, it's 10 bags. That's what I'm saying, isn't it?
H, don't charge me 10 bags, please. I ain't got 10 bags. You know my situation. I've got a salad that's mad. No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, I just wanted to make that point clear. Like, people need to understand that it's not about you trying to it's not that crabs in the barrel mentality thing. Like, anyone and everyone can eat and win. It's just people's timing, you know what I'm saying?
Everyone can eat, I love that.
Everyone can eat, man. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's difficult. While we're on that subject as well, it's difficult to believe that there is that racial element in grime, even man. at this stage. I mean, at any stage in general, but especially now. You know what I mean?
I think it's less now because you've had successful white MCs in the past. But I think like if you 10, 15 years ago, it was worse. But it's still there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And people, as soon as they see it, like it's still there. Like I say, the likes of like Devlin, for instance, like broke that, you feel me? Shifty, obviously coming from Manchester, you feel me? Like they broke that, but like you said, you still have it because he's white type. It's like, yo,
it might be a Manchester thing as well, you know, because we're still making our come up and all that. I think that they're the processes that we have to go through. I think. I think that's possible.
You mean of race or just people in general?
No, I mean of like the perception of race in the music. In Manchester. I think maybe grime might have been through that maybe in London or anywhere else where it was big. I feel you. But because we're still making our come up, it's like teenage years, we all go through spots and things like that, you know what I mean?
I know I had my fair share, yeah.
That's a fire analogy.
It's growing pains, but I think every element goes through the same growing pains, and I think us making our come up right now.
Yeah, it's warm in here, fam, I know.
It's fair warm in here.
Yo, it's fair
warm. My forehead's sweating and man's got oily skin.
Wow, you were sitting on the t-shirt, man. The Batman logo.
We say Batman, Shout out Gigs, my uncle. Yeah, man. Yeah, fam. But man. Man's just, man. What I'm saying.
Yo, you're enjoying yourself, innit? I can tell that you seem like you genuinely enjoying not only this interview, but like the journey that you're on.
Yeah, no, serious.
Like you seem genuinely happy, like you heard me about it, which is good to see.
Because when we take it back, bro, I'm talking, like, I come from a Nigerian and an African background where education is seen as a priority and it's important. And I always stress this on my media, like, music was never a priority for me. So when my mum was like, yo, go uni, I did psychology for 3 years. Graduated, you know, it's not something that I expected of myself to do, but I did it. Came home, and then my brother was like, yo, maybe you should try this music thing. Because I've always been doing music, but I've just been doing freestyles. I recorded one freestyle on my YouTube channel with my boy Antonio, shout out Antonio. Put that on YouTube on my channel, got like 300 views, brother. I was gassed. I said, what? 300 people watched this video, are you mad? Oh, this is crazy. And all my family was like, really? And my mum was like, well done, my son, I'm so proud of you. I said, you don't know the thing. Yeah. And then I said to my mum, Mum, you know, I might try this music thing. Is that alright with you? She's like, yeah, you've got my education, that's all that matters. It's okay, you can go and do what you want to. Say nothing in it, you get me? So I done and my brother was like, you should try it. And from there, like to see the things that I've seen, it's not been major, it's not been a lot, but for me, it's very overwhelming.
It's been a progression still.
It's been, yeah, exactly. That's the word. It's just been a progression every single time. The only time I took a backfall is when I took a very long break from music. I wasn't on social media and whatnot. Obviously, that was partially to do with.
Because you unfollowed
I unfollowed everyone.
How come you unfollowed everybody?
Because
with the vets.
Now, you know what it is. So I wanted to. So do you want the reason why I unfollowed everyone from the beginning or now?
Both.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
so
I'll explain.
both.
I'll explain from the beginning.
Let's
From the
see.
beginning.
We want all. You get me
Let's
on
have
my
the
check.
whole trajectory.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So from the beginning, the reason why I unfollowed everyone,
Yeah.
I was upset.
Okay.
But not like, oh, he's just, know what I mean, like deeply upset. Like man was down in the dumps, like just stress and just so many things that was happening. To cut the long story short, the birth of my son. Obviously, that's not. If anyone's got kids, they understand that the process of that, looking after, the person who's birthing the child, like the mother of my child and my partners, it's you've got to take responsibility for that as a man. So you're taking responsibility for 3 people: yourself, your unborn child, and your partner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Because you've got to look after yourself.
Exactly.
Stay in the state of mind.
So I've got to take myself out of the situation and just think about 2. But then when I've left the situation, I've got to now assess myself and bring myself down to a level. So I was looking after that. Means of trying to make more money in a legal way and blocking out the illegal substance of things. I've never made illegal. Well, I don't make illegal money. Everything's legit and legal.
Yeah, everything's legit, people.
So I left my job to find another job that would pay more, and that was working as a van delivery driver for Hermes. Long story short, I got held at knife point, and my van got stolen.
Wow.
Right. So that was $1,000 and a bit. Then I made one phone call to get my wages. That one phone call lasted like a minute, and I lost 2 bags. $2,000 off one phone call. So I've lost $3,000. I'm down 3 bags and I've got a son on the way. But it's nothing I can't handle. It's nothing I can't handle because I'm a man at the end of the day and I believe in God. But at that time, I was just. I don't know what depression is. Yeah, if that's not called depression, I don't know what depression is.
I think it probably was.
But I was just down, bruv, like upset. But obviously, the health of my child is more important. So I just decided to. I came off social media as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah. As a whole, you understand. And at the same time, when everything picks back up, God won't ever put you through a situation that you can't handle. Facts. Until you came back, picked back up, made my money back and everything. Then I decided I'm gonna bounce back with a project. No, I've released Petrol Bomb and Remix in January, and then I decided I'm gonna do a project, man, and bounce back from this. And one of the tracks that really signify what happened then was Struggle.
Right.
That's the reason why I made that track. Yeah, man. So that was some real shit. But the reason why I've unfollowed everyone then, that's the reason. In regards to now, because I've made music a priority now, I actually want to do this thing and I think it's fun and I'm happy with the progression I've made and the response and everything. It's just a tunnel vision mentality now.
Right.
If you see the people that I'm following, it's all music related.
Yeah.
People don't seem to understand that.
That's a fair point.
It's all music related. Nah, it's all music related.
Strictly business.
It's platforms that I want to put my music on. It's platforms that I know that can provide me the resources to prevail the music. And it's just people that I'm motivated by. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so...
And it was me about to ask you for a follow, but go on.
I'm
joking.
threw me under the bus. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
but no, I'm spitting real facts, bruv. Like people, like certain people that are my brothers and followed me on the gram. It's social media. I work off real life. Yeah. The internet and that don't entertain me. I'm real life, in person. The internet, whatever. So I didn't take it personal. But the people who understood, I've got love and respect for them. And I chat to them daily, understand? But people then decided to unfollow me because I unfollowed them. To me, that tells me...
Reactionary.
Yeah. That tells me that you don't genuinely support me. Yeah, exactly. Hurt over social media.
Like, facts. Like, if you don't follow me, I would have hit you up like, alright, let's see what's going on. Make sure there's no issue.
But to me, I didn't even take it as that. I just took it as, you don't fuck with me. That's cool. I don't need that. I don't need that kind of vibe or energy. Let me just keep the people who stay following. And you know what? It went down by like 300. It went down by a lot, fam. And I realised, okay, the people that really fuck with you in your life...
Well, they're the fickle guys,
yes.
So stay friends.
It's more important to have that, like the real
supporters. because I work off real. That's all I work off. I just want
right.
genuine integrity and realness. So the people who stayed following me is cool. So just to explain it, fam, I unfollowed everybody to follow just music platforms to have that tunnel vision mentality.
That's fair enough.
It's camera number 2.
Yeah.
Understand that? Yeah. So no disrespect to Mic Check. And I'll follow Mic Check. Yeah, no, I'll follow Mic Check. Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, you can't see this, but Zest, Zesty in the back.
Zest is doing backflips in the back, fam. Come on, man. You don't know my brothers. Come on, now I'll follow Matchup because it's music related and you guys should be love and support. But yeah, I don't follow and I don't unfollow anyone in any form of disrespect. I understand online why you unfollowed me, but in reality, it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Because